Well, ice fishing season is upon us, and everybody knows that ice fishes, you got to get there first ice for the best fishing. Problem is, in Utah, not a lot of ice going on right now that's at least safe and something that we want to promote. So we had to come up to Wyoming. Wyoming Game and Fish and the Utah Division of Wildlife Resources are already looking forward to the Burbot Bash. That's what we're here to do today. Preview the Burbot Bash a little bit and maybe see what other species we can find.
So we're right at the end of the Middle Firehole Canyon, about 2.5, 3 miles up reservoir is the Green River.
We got 3 or 4 really good clear ice, and then about 2 inches of kind of foggy ice over the top. So feel pretty safe, but boy, when you go out, make sure you have something around your neck, some picks to self-rescue if you need to. In fact, I've even got a throw cushion in the back of my sled here with about 50 feet of rope on it in case somebody happens to go in the drink. So never go alone. That's probably the biggest thing you can do. Always have someone there to help you.
This is good looking habitat, cliffs, places for them to hide in the cracks of the rocks during the day and then roll out when the sun goes down. It starts getting darker, they should roll out and start foraging. We should start catching fish. What I typically look for at any time when I'm fishing for burbot, I'm looking,
Got him? Oh, you surprised they're up this far?
Not a little bit surprised, but not overly surprised. We see them run out of the reservoir up into the green and up to Fontenelle. So it doesn't surprise me that much, but a little bit. I was really expecting a burbot to show up. Yeah, they're a nocturnal feeder. You'll catch a few of them during the day, but most of them are gonna forage as soon as the sun's down and it's dark. Lures that glow, whether it be spoons or sucker meat, charging your lures on a regular basis to make sure to maintain that glow, and then some dead sticking. So I got an assortment of gear out here. I've got tip ups, which we caught that lake trout on, jaw jackers, couple jigging rods. I've got spoons down. I've got grub bodies like Yamamoto's, glow really well, and then put on a strip of sucker meat, 1/2 inch to 3/4 inches in width and about 1 inch long, something that's putting out some good flavor and scent for them.
First fish of the ice year for me. Not a monster, but a good start. Let's hope it's a sign of what's to come, huh?
You kind of have some techniques I've noticed for catching burbot. One, you're as far away from the group from us. Why is that?
Just because you guys are all annoying. No. I actually just went over there reconning and just saw a different habitat, so I just kind of stuck with it.
Ooh, it's a good one. Burbot sometimes can be a little shy with noise. And
I definitely think so in shallow water. You know, the deepest water we have right here is 13 feet, or at least that we're fishing. Some of our gear is set up in 4 feet of water. So yeah, you got to be a little bit quieter on the ice. We're not really doing that because we all get excited when we get a fish, but.
Oh yeah, we got him. Jaw jacker. Oh, it's taking line. I don't know if this is a burbot. It's fighting too hard. No, it's just a big lean. Yeah, that's a good one. Come on, buddy. Oh, that's a chunk.
Oh, gee. Wow. And it stopped coming out of the hole.
Yeah.
A few years ago, we helped Ryan put together a how-to video on fishing for burbot. There's a lot you can learn to help increase your odds when targeting these fish.
How to catch Flaming Gorge burbot, I think is what he entitled it. It's on YouTube, just search it. It basically covers everything from start to finish, you know, how to select a spot, what depths to try and target. You know, there's a lot of variation in how people catch burbot, but that's kind of the basics to it. Glow-in-the-dark jigs, tip-ups, how to set up rods, dead stick jigs.
Oh yeah, burbot.
First one ever.
Ever.
Are you kidding me?
No, that's my first one ever.
That's awesome. What do you think of burbot fishing?
It's fun.
It's cold.
It's fun.
It's not that bad.
It's not too bad.
Seems like the bite's picking up. Second burbot for me. I can hear some yelling down the bank here. People are getting crazy.
Welcome back on the ice at Flaming Gorge.
What is it about burbot that people come out and do this?
I don't know, it's just fun. It's an easy thing to do. It's low cost, you know, you don't need a lot of gear. Just pretty fish, good fun. A couple cheap little ice rods and some bait. And
You guys are burbot. Good girl.
glow jigs, and it's pretty family-oriented little fishing trip.
The old jaw jacker. Oh, big burbot.
You know, the Burbot Bash has been around for over a decade. Hundreds of anglers from all across the West come to the gorge to catch burbot, and biologists believe anglers have had an impact on the burbot population.
Nice, look at that. Big old wing.
We peaked in the early years in the numbers in our netting that we do and dropped a little bit. Now we're fairly stable. You really might be a slight decrease going on. But it absolutely, burbot, a female burbot, a small fish in the 20 to 25 inch range is gonna have 400,000 or 500,000 eggs in her. And a really big 30+ inch fish is gonna have over 1 million eggs. At last count through the derbies alone, we've removed over 40,000 burbot, so 40,000 times 1 million eggs. I mean, it's just a lot of recruitment that isn't in the reservoir anymore.
We also know that anglers are out here doing this on their own and catching a lot of fish on their own. I mean, even open water here just a couple weeks ago, one of the guides, Lance Grimshaw, he caught a couple thousand fish in just a couple weeks. There's a lot of burbot being harvested, and I personally think that every burbot we harvest is savings in sport fish.
Oh, jaw fish on.
Oh, it's pretty good. That's a stud.
That's just like that other one. Jaw jacker.
I'm putting this in my pile.
Putting this in my pile.
That's sweet. Nice work.
Yeah, that's saving a few kokanee, huh?
Yeah, and then it's probably full of eggs too, so.
Yeah.
About half the size of Adams.
Is that your first one tonight?
Yeah.
The Valdez family is the new owners of Buckboard Marina. They are also sponsoring the Buckboard Marina PUPulation Contest, a joint effort with the Game and Fisheries from both Utah and Wyoming to encourage anglers
Right there, TJ.
to target small lake trout under 25 inches. They are hoping that people that come up for the Burbot Bash will also sign up for their free PUPulation Contest.
$100 right there.
A few weeks ago, we tagged along as the division tagged 100 small lakers for this free contest, and just last week, an angler already turned in a tagged fish, claimed his $100 prize, and is now entered into a drawing for the grand prizes.
Yeah, it was exciting. I mean, it was where we tagged it and where it came up at was it was a neat thing. I mean, it's just exciting to see that fish, how far it did move.
If you're gonna come up for the Burbot Bash, free registration to get in on the population control. If you get a tagged lake trout and turn it into buckboard, you win $100 instantly, and then you're in the running for some grand prizes, a couple boats. So why not? It's not costing you anything. Just register online.
We just walked over here after helping Eagle with his big one, and we got another big one.
Hoping to get one bigger than Eagles.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice work, buddy.
The big pre-spawn burbot here. This is a couple million eggs here we were holding.
Yeah, probably a few million eggs.
Isn't that crazy?
Yep.
Sean's got another one here. What do you got? Oh, that's a good burbot. Take in line. Hey, and don't forget when you come up from the Burbot Bash, we've told you a couple times, you gotta sign up for the PUPulation Contest. It is the website is buckboardmarina.net, right?
Yes, it is.
Right.
Yes.
Nice fish. Yeah, just some really big, heavy fish out here today. A lot of fun. I'm Adam Eagle, KSL Outdoors, reminding you out with your family, your friends, make some memories, even in the dark on the gorge, at night, outdoors. It's a lot of fun. We'll see you next weekend. Good night.